Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I wasn't planning on shooting today, but I was retwisting my hair because I have a photo shoot later. So I was trying to get my hair nice and flat, and I had all this growth, and I thought I would just show you what everything was looking like. Especially so you can kind of see the texture of my hair, and also you can just see what it looks like kind of before and after I retwist. So you see the top half of my hair has not been retwisted yet, but the bottom is a lot neater. So if you notice, my roots are not super tight. I can't do tight hair. I just can't do it. So my retwist is not super tight. I'm sure you've seen a lot neater retwists, but it definitely works just to get all the new growth collected, because as you can see, my roots, they are nice and fluffy. Yay, which means I've had lots of progress. So I'm really happy about that. So another reason that I wanted to make this video today, while you guys are just looking at my hair, I got a question from a follower just about having thin hair and what do you do if you have thin hair? Should you still lock? Is it gonna look funny? And so I wanted to kind of also answer that question while I'm in here in my head. So in my comments, I was asked, do you have thin, fine hair? I'm considering it, but I don't want it to look thin and spaced out. And by it, she means she's considering getting locks. And I say, yes, I do. Don't worry. Your hair will fill in as it grows out. I had a lot of hair loss near my edges, but having locks has given my scalp what it needs to regrow hair in that area. So to show an example, I have to take you back to 2010. This was my hair right before I big chopped and went natural. My hair was still permed here and it was so damaged. You can see my hairline. I have bald spots on both sides and my hair just didn't even come to the front. Even when I braided my hair, you can see the hair didn't even reach the front of my hairline. So I had a lot of balding after this. It actually got worse before it got better, but you can see now today that my hair does come all the way to the front of my head. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for that. But I still have hair growing in every day. So I find myself making new locks and starting new twists near the front of my head and also sometimes in the middle of my hair. And I didn't realize that my hair was so thin, but as it's just grown out, I found myself having to just start new locks. So I really wanted to show you how I'm able to identify that I need to start a new lock. And I also want to show you how I can tell that I've had new growth. So I pretty much start by just finding my grid. You can see I have a square there and I have a square here. And then up here in the front, there's a square, but there's no lock. So already you can tell that I've had new growth right here in this front area because apparently I used to be bald there, or else there would have been a lock right there. But since there's not, we're going to start one today. But just again, so you can see a little bit. So we have that first lock right there, second lock right here, and then the third space, no lock. So we're going to go ahead and fix this and we're going to start one today. So I'm going to grab my aloe vera gel and I'll just apply some of that to my hair. And we are going to start to make the world's smallest twist. And I'm going to twist it all the way to the ends. You'll see. And so I'm twisting all the way down to the ends because I don't want my twist to unravel. I want it to be nice and secure so that I can begin the locking process. And of course, if your hair hasn't grown out quite long enough to twist yet, you can just wait a little bit longer. It's no big deal. It will grow out. As you can see, those baby fine hairs, I'm twisting those as well. So I'm really twisting all the way to the end. Okay, great. So now you can see I've twisted majority of my head. I just only have this section that is in the front. And so far everything looks good. I love it. And so already I can see on this side that I'm gonna have to start some kind of lock or something. So this is one that I started a little while ago. So just like the one we just started on the other side, but you can see it's grown out a little bit. It's a little longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start parting my hair and just trying to find my grid a little bit. If you guys notice, my parts are not super perfect. I really just don't care about having super perfect parts. It's just not that big of a deal because nobody can see your roots half the time anyway. So whatever. Also, my part is kind of on a side part in the front. I did slants on the front half of my head because I like to wear side parts. So if it looks a little diagonal, that is why. So here I'm in the front. I'm gonna go ahead and add my aloe vera gel and I'm gonna retwist this one really fast. Usually if I have a lot of hair, I palm roll it first and then I twist the excess hair around, and that just helps keep my lock more secure and keep it from unraveling. So now that I'm done basically with this one, I'll finish up and I'll do the next one. So you might be thinking like, damn, okay, you're breezing through this hair. Like you're going pretty quick. That is the blessing of having fine hair. I know we all hate it, but sometimes it works in our favor. And retwist time is one of those times because we can just breeze through our hair. Also, for those of you that did not know, I did start my locks myself at home. So again, that is why they're not perfect. But I'm okay with that. I always feel like locks are perfectly imperfect, and that's honestly what I love about them. So now I'm just finding my parting space again. Just trying to find my grid here so that I can go ahead and twist this back row. So let me get some of that hair out. So can you tell here how there are locks in this area, but right here is just a lot of loose hair. So it's not locked, it's not twisted. So in this area, that means I've had a lot of new growth. I didn't have hair here when I started my locks, or else there would already be a lock here. So all this hair has grown out just over the time of me having my locks. So over this year and 5 months. So now we're gonna go ahead and put some aloe vera gel on it and we're gonna twist it up so that we can start a lock here. Nice. And this one I didn't 2-strand twist because I'm not worried about it coming loose. It's a little bit longer, but this one in the front, as you can see, is a lot shorter. So we're gonna go ahead and probably 2-strand twist this just for security. So we're just gonna identify our grid again and figure out where our lock needs to be, and then we'll twist. So I'm leaving this regular speed so you can see that I am really twisting all the way to the ends. And you guys, if y'all need some music, please open another YouTube tab and just play some music in your other tab. I probably won't be adding music to my videos anymore for a while just because YouTube is so psychotic about copyrights. Ain't nobody got time for that. And just the fact that anytime I'm on YouTube watching videos, I always have music playing already, like on my phone or something like that. So I figure you guys don't need my music. I'm sure you're already listening to something. But if you needed some music, open you a new tab, girl. All right, so we're finally at the front. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it when I'm done with my retwist. I'm so lazy about just this whole process. So you can follow my grid. It is a side part. I do have like a slight side part in the front of my hair just because I did slanted parting in the front of my hair. I did this because I like wearing side parts a lot. So I'll have like a bang swooped over to the side or something like that. So when I actually install my locks, I did do more side parting in the front. That's just a personal preference. You do not have to do that. That's just me. All right, so already here we can see. So you see my little baby lock that I started. This one used to be just like that. It was a baby lock that I started and it has grown out a little bit. And so I just keep adding hair to it. Just in case you guys are wondering how it looks as it develops. It will be small for a little bit, but just the more that you're able to add hair to it, which you'll do every time you retwist, it'll get thicker. So you can see that lock looks a lot thicker. So you'll notice right here I had to fix my grid, and so I went back and added that hair with the last twist. And so sometimes you'll have to do that as you're going along and as you're pulling hair and just cleaning up your grid. Sometimes you'll have to go back and add some hair that you missed to the last twist, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. So you guys, this is how I retwist my hair. This probably took me maybe an hour and a half, I want to say. It actually was a little bit longer because I was recording, but had I not been recording, it usually only takes me about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if I'm being lazy and taking breaks and stuff like that. So this process is not long at all, at all. Okay, so don't be afraid to do your own retwist. You can do this. Don't let nobody tax you out of this. Y'all can do this, I'm telling you. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake my hair down so y'all can see what my hair is looking like. And before y'all try to come for me, I'm gonna fix my edges. Don't worry, I got that. Also, I don't have on any face. I told y'all I was not expecting to be on camera, but while I was here, I don't know, I just thought somebody might want to see it, so I went ahead and recorded. Look at my babies. Aww. They're just coming on down. I'm surprised. But I'm happy. I'm super happy. So you can see my hair is like around my cheeks. And I'll show you a picture from last year. This was October 2019. My hair was like still at my eyebrows. And I thought it was cute then, but man, seeing it now, oh, look at that. It's just so juicy. I love it. I love it even more. So I'm just shaking it down, just taking the time to show you some hair porn. So if you've been following my journey from the beginning, you definitely can tell that my locks have thickened up so much just from where I started. The difference is really just amazing. And I know my hair still has a long way to go, but just from where it's come from, man, like I can see the progress. I definitely can see it. Here's a little more hair porn. So one more quick comparison from earlier this year. This is June 2020, so just a few months ago. And I think my hair has dropped a lot just in that short time. So anyway, before y'all come for me, let me grab these edges right fast and then I'll let you go. Just a little tip for you ladies, with 4C hair, your hair will lay down a lot better if it's moisturized. So make sure you have some kind of oil, some kind of moisture in your hair. Water is great, but water along with a moisturizer or an oil will definitely help soak into your hair, and then it'll be ready and you can just swoop, hit it with the gel, and boom. You see how my hair is just laying down? It's not fighting back. That's because it's moisturized. So if you ever have trouble getting your edges to lay, just make sure they're moisturized and see if that works out a little bit better. And usually I would wrap my edges and let them kind of set for a while and let them dry so that they'll stay in this position. But today I'm just tidying up for the video. So we will pretty much finish off here. I'm so thankful that you could stop in with me and check out my progress. And I hope that you have a wonderful journey yourself. And y'all feel free to leave me comments or send me pictures of your journeys. Like, I embrace everybody's journey and I'm just here to support. And if y'all have questions, definitely reach out and let me know. All right, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much for checking back in with my progress. And can you see the new lock? Does it look weird? Y'all let me know in the comments if you think the new baby locks look weird. You probably didn't even see it, didn't even notice it. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Here's a pic from my shoot. Love you. Bye.